Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So starting off with Euro USD as usual, and yeah, it does look like we are having a reversal brewing. So for me, it's still sideways. If you look at the bigger picture, look at price action right where we are at the moment, and I think that area there, you can see the previous swing low. You can see how we are flirting with that at the moment. So that level definitely needs to go. We need to find support there before I'm convinced that this is a move to the upside. So basically, there's a lot of noise around interest rate hikes this year. And if you look at the bond market, they're all betting on something like 8 interest hikes this year still, whereas equity market is betting on far less. So yeah, it's again, we've moved through our different cycles. We've moved past COVID, we're moving past Russia, Ukraine, and now we are focusing on the economy again. So anyway, market cycles, that's the way it works. You just need to go with the flow. So for me at the moment, this is sideways. Definitely want to be looking for structure before I jump in, and on the 8 hour there is no indication that I need to be looking for anything. On the 1 hour, we've had a massive break to the upside yesterday. That was a big move. Targeted the level at 111,270. So ultimately, what I'm looking for is pullback. So I need a pullback before I can get back into this, or I need structure built above this level, and then we can start continuing looking for trades to the upside. So the pullback that I'm looking for at the moment is somewhere in the region of 110,435 and all the way down to 110,236. So that's kind of the view that I've got. You need to get back into this 110 area for me to start looking for opportunities to buy. So that's pretty much what's going on there. I'm not interested in shorting this, not with this move that's happened here and with the moving averages on the hour. So I'm looking for pullbacks. Pullback happens and we find some support, definitely opportunity to buy into that, and we can start thinking of trend reversals there. US dollar Japanese yen, obviously it's going to be converse of what's happening in Euro USD, and at the moment the trend is up, and it is up very, very strongly. I mean, if you look at this last 3 weeks, has been a massive move to the upside. Now you've got all this volatility to the upside. So we're coming up to some structure here at 121,342, and that's something that I've been waiting for quite some time. Bear in mind, you've got quite a few gaps to the downside here. But ultimately, the trend on this is up. So what we're looking for is to see if we can hold this level. If we can hold this level, there's definitely opportunity to buy into this. That's 122. Dog just saying good morning to you all. So this level is 121,342. So yeah, that's kind of the view that I've got there. But looking at what's going on at the moment, this could be a reversal. So there is another story that is true here. So if we get a pullback up to the region of 122,410, that is going to retest the moving averages, which will more than likely have crossed over, and it's going to give you another move to the downside. Or alternatively, you're looking at any one of these tails here for a rejection off, sorry, not any one of those tails, that tail. So look for a rejection off 121,993. That could also indicate a stronger move to the downside. Moving on to British pound, Japanese yen. Now this pair is also looking like a reversal, and we've also had a break of a trend line. But again, trend is up at the moment. So when you look at the 8 hour, we've got a really strong upward trend. Oscillators easing off quite nicely. So for me, pullbacks are still the area to buy. Bear in mind, you've got this previous level of resistance, which we're looking to flip into support, and that is 157,891, and then you've got a little gap just below that as well, but you've also got a bigger gap further down. So yeah, this is quite volatile at the moment. If you look at the big moves through the week, look at the size of the candle bars, candlesticks, sorry, not candle bars. But this, if you look at where we've started this morning, so we broke through yesterday, came back, tested it, and then this morning, just one-way traffic. So I kind of the opinion there is a potential for a reversal happening from the previous uptrend, and we're working on the hour now. So this is the area to pay attention to. That's 163.22. If we get a pullback into that area and we reject that area, then I'd expect another leg down, at least to come and test this 157.891 and close this gap possibly. So there's a lot going on at the moment, and it is extremely volatile. Forex has been volatile, or starting to get volatile, should I rather say. So yeah, that's kind of my view there. And I think if you are watching the Forex 15-minute, you can see on the 15-minute we had the crossover. So you were looking for a retest of moving averages. Didn't happen during our trading session yesterday, but it did happen during the Asian session. You can see the first rejection bar right there, and then it's been one-way traffic since then. So I think pullbacks are well worth exploring for a potential reversal on the higher time frames, or at least a deeper pullback. So that's kind of the view that I've got there. Definitely retest this area 163.22, and I'm looking for a short off that, stop above the high today, and looking to target this area here 157.891. Now the beauty about that is it's a 1,000-point stop loss, but it's a 2,000-point gain, so it's a 2-to-1 trade. Lastly, Euro British Pound. Now this one I don't trust as far as I don't trust it at all, should I rather say. Every time we get above the 155 EMA, we tend to fall off. Now this is the third attempt at this EMA, and or at the break, should I rather say, and we've broken through a bit of structure to the high, to the upside, which is 0.84592. So yeah, if you look at what's happening on Euro USD, there seems to be a lot of strength in the euro all of a sudden. So the question here is this going to stick? Now, if we just have a look at the weekly, you can see 1 week up, 1 week rejection, another rejection, and then we're moving up. Big weekly level we're getting through here. You can see the previous 2 weeks that we were down here. Ultimately, we're still in a downward trend, but there's a weekly trend line there that's broken. We have another weekly trend line coming up very soon. So if you draw the line along there, you can see it. So if we get down to the hour, look at that. That is looking a little bit tired. I would expect this little triangle break to play out and for us to come and tag this trend line, which is 0.85120. After that, I want to see a pullback. I do want to see a pullback, and I preferably want to see a pullback back into 0.84592, and even as low as 0.84. Let's just call it 0.84. Because that's going to be a nice round number. So a decent pullback into there, and we start finding support then I'll be convinced that we have a trend reversal. So for me, this is a sit on hands. The other 3 do offer some scalping opportunities, but this one is looking a little bit tired, and I also just don't trust it. It's set so many traps in the past, and even if I do this on the daily, you can see, every time we got to the 155 on the daily, we rejected it. We are now through that 155. So in order for that to be validated, this is the level. Sorry, there's one other daily level just below it, right there. So that is 0.84348, and this is 0.84592. So we pull back into that zone and start getting buyers. That's a validation of the 155 on the daily. And then next thing to have is this trend line break. Then I am of the opinion we have a trend reversal, and it is a trend reversal of significance, because it started on around the 9th of December to 2020. So yeah, anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. Well worth watching, and there are some great opportunities here for you this morning. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.